Hi, everyone. My name is Philip, and this is McKean on Data, little YouTube channel where I aim to explore different analytical techniques that I either currently use as part of my workflow or techniques that I have used in the past that have been instrumental or incremental in my learning of other techniques. So, without wasting any other time, I've just got Excel opened here. I'll just say right off the bat, this video is in no way affiliated with Microsoft or any other spreadsheet software, right? This is in no way an endorsement specifically of Microsoft or any other company. This is literally just a video for educational purposes where I'm walking you through some analytical techniques. So just a little disclaimer off the bat. Okay, so today I want to start. I don't want to laboriously go through every single formula that one could use. I, the intent with this channel and with the associated blog, McKean on Data, is to get at the brass tacks of some of those cornerstone analyses that are used in the case day-to-day business operations, monthly reports, biweekly reports, right? This is all about business intelligence. So at this stage of the channel, at this stage of the blog itself, we're really just getting at the basics of data management, right? So I think it's appropriate before we get into the full breadth of database construction and data science more generally, and some of the other techniques that are important in building out a full data flow infrastructure. I think it's important to start with where people are likely currently at. So in your day to day, if you deal with transactional data, if you deal with ultimately business numerical data, financial data, then there are certain formulas that you are going to use more often than not. You're going to use these formulas more than any other formulas that might be part of other different business operations. I shouldn't say business operations, but say scientific operations, statistical operations, right? What we want to talk about now are just the aggregation formulas, the summation formulas, the countings, the summary formulas, we'll call them, in this case, as they pertain to financial data, transactional data, inventory data. Okay, so today I want to start with sum ifs, but I don't want to start with the basic sum. All right, I'm going to assume that you don't need to have this explained to you. So this is sum, right? This is the summation of any numerical value that is in column G, in this case, top G. We want to put different filters on that data to get at different questions that we have regarding it. Okay, so what I have here, try to not be too long-winded, this is the financial value that we want to sum, and we want to do so on the basis of date range, customer, and purchase order. Okay, so I'm going to erase this, and we're going to walk it out. We're always going to start with the formula itself, sum ifs, and whenever you're doing a sum ifs, you start with the value that you are summing. And then right after that comma, first criterion. The first criterion column. This is the customer column. And then in this little box up here, this is the specific criterion within the customer column that we want to do our summation upon or against. The next criterion is purchase order. So again, we're going to select the purchase order column and then the purchase order criterion. Now here's where it gets a little dicey. So we want to get at the date. Okay, so there's the date column, but we want to know transactional value for customer green, purchase order tab 2233 for those transactions after July 29th and before July 31st. Okay, so we selected our date range, and then this is what we do next. We're going to put a quotation, as we're going to couch the operator within quotations. We want to get greater than the start date. Another quotation. So operator and value. Do the same thing again. Date range, operator, this time less than, and sell, $1.16. So between really after July 29th and before July 30th, or July 31st, so July 30th is the date, there was $1.16 in transactional value. Now let's say we want to look at customer blue. Okay, well now there's zero because that purchase order is not associated with customer green. Okay, so see, now we're looking at this purchase order 2235 associated with customer green within that day range. Okay, well let's do this. Let's do June 29th and let's do August 31st. Right, so now you can see that associated with customer blue, purchase order tab 2233, between the dates of June 29th and August 31st, there was $2.41 of transactional value. Right, so once you have your formula set up, provided the range and the table doesn't change, you can toggle through and you can select red. Right, you can see what red has $4.79 within that day range. So see how fast that was, right? We have three different criteria, really four criteria, and we're able to pinpoint the exact value within that range. So very powerful formula. You could technically have 10 columns and thousands of rows, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 rows. And although it might eventually get a little slow with the processing speed, this column allows you to really scale that summation. And it's something I use every day. So just wanted to impart that to you. That is all for now. Until next time.